This is the plaintiff, Denise. She says she hired the defendant, a custom dressmaker, to make her a dress for her New Year's Day party. And when she called to get the dress, the defendant told her it'd be ready on December 31st. How can this woman deliver a dress to her the night before she needs to wear it? What if it didn't fit or needed alterations? She told the defendant forget about it, but the woman refuses to return her money, so here they are. She's suing for $500, the amount she's owed. This is the defendant, Sarah. She says the plaintiff came to her a few weeks before New Year's, so she told her she'd have to be flexible on the delivery date because the event was so close and it was going to take her some time to complete the garment. The plaintiff paid her for the fabric on December 22nd, asked to pick it up on the 28th, and when she told her there was no way to make the dress that fast, she freaked out and demanded her money back. The plaintiff broke the agreement, and she owes nothing. She's accused of a dress mess. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $200, the cost of canceling 5 dress consultations today to come to court.
All parties, please raise your right hands. Be seated, come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Doug.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Denise, you are suing Sarah and her company for $500, $228, an amount that you paid for a dress deposit, $160, a ticket you paid for a party you didn't go to, and the rest in pain and suffering to bring you to $500. You're counterclaiming $200 for 5 dress consultations that you could have done today instead of coming here. Have I got it right? All right,
Yes.
Let's talk to you first, Denise. What happened?
I initially was introduced to Miss Sarah by a coworker, and the event was New Year's Day. It's the party called Chic. I talked to her about a day before December 7th.
On the 6th,
Yes.
about whether she could make a dress for you.
Yes, and she agreed that she could make the dress. I said, are you overbooked? I know there's an event coming up New Year's Day. And she says, no, I'm not overbooked. And she says, I can do your dress. So the initial official text messages we started was on December 7th.
Right.
About
So when did you pay the
dress.
deposit?
I paid the deposit to her on December, I believe, 22nd.
Okay, that's the official. When you pony up the dough is the official, because otherwise she can't start making your dress. So you bring a deposit, and when's the fabric picked out, and when do you meet? When do you decide on the dress? Like, when does that happen?
Well, initially before the deposit, we had already been discussing about the fabric, about she did
Did you
swatches.
pick out the fabric and show her what you wanted?
She picked it out.
Okay, and then when do you say, yes, that's what I want?
December 7th.
Okay, and then when are you supposed to bring her the deposit?
Well, she sent me she says you have to wait for the invoice, which I waited for the invoice.
And when did you get the invoice?
Friday, December 21st, I said I'm still waiting for the invoice. And she said something happened with my email, it didn't generate the invoice. So then she sent me the invoice, in which Saturday, December 22nd.
22nd.
I paid her for the
Okay, so then what went
deposit.
wrong?
What went wrong is the communication between Sarah and I.
Why?
Until Saturday night, she didn't respond to me Monday morning saying, well, you were scheduled for December 31st pickup.
Okay, so Saturday night, which is December 29th, she tells you you're scheduled for a December 31st pickup. And what do you
Saturday
say?
morning at December 29th at 11:30 that morning, I said, okay, can I come pick it up today? She says, no, your dress is not ready. So I said, okay, when? Because New Year's Eve, I cannot make it New Year's Eve. You can't just give me one day and say, well, you have to be here one day, and I'm paying you as a paying customer. That's not being flexible. And she said nothing until Monday morning of December 31st. Of
December 31st?
Yes.
And what was it she said?
She says, well, you were scheduled, good morning, you were scheduled to pick up today on my calendar. I couldn't have you pick up sooner as I have to schedule orders based on deposit payments and ordering time. I can process a partial refund or garment credit because the fabric has already been purchased and cut.
And she sends you that text on what day?
Monday, December 31st, 9:37 a.m.
9:37 a.m. So the dress wasn't ready at 9:37 a.m. You hadn't made it yet.
No, she canceled the dress on December 27th. She canceled the order.
What was the reason that she canceled the order?
She said that there was not enough communication between us.
Do you have texts?
Yes.
May I see them?
Do you
Is that
wanna
the
see
dress?
Yes, this is
Did you
the
finish
dress.
it? You ended up finishing it?
No, because I'm going to resell it, which is the reason why I offered her a partial refund or a credit back, being that she canceled the dress.
Okay, let's see what you got there, though.
This is a silhouette matching the gown that she,
that's
an example of the gown that she would have received, but hers, of course, was different, but I just bought it so that you can see
Okay,
what
that's a
final
size
product.
0.
Yeah, this is a sample size.
Okay, 0's not a size. It's not a sample. It's a lack of size. Wait. I never get to touch anything. Give me that.
Okay.
I'd like to just see it.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Was this the dress?
Well, she never fitted me.
I understand. I know.
No, this is just so you can
No,
see what
that's
it would
not
look
the
like finished.
dress.
This is her.
That's also not?
No, that's not the dress.
I presume there would be something underneath it. And so what's
this
the one
is-
that actually has to do with her?
Yeah, this is the one that actually has to do with her. So this is what the dress starts off as.
Okay, and what is that?
then
That's
this
the
is
slip?
spec sheet. Yes. So
Is that
these are
the part that would end up
diamonds.
being the slip?
Yeah, the spec sheet. These are the diamonds that will go on the dress. This is for the trill, the feather trimming that she chose, and this is the actual fabric. So this is the cut
Can I see
pieces.
that?
Yes.
From here, it looks like velvet.
Yes.
Okay, so hers wasn't going to be see-through, it was going to be velvet.
No, it was going to be velvet, yes.
Okay. Is that looking more like what you picked out?
That's not what I wanted.
No, it's not. It's a cut piece version, being that she canceled her order on the 27th.
Okay, so
and I
do you have
offered
a
her-
picture of what she wanted?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the picture.
And this is my personal SketchUp.
Oh, there's a lot of skin going on there. So according to you, you pay the deposit on the 22nd, and what communication do you have with her after the 22nd?
When I paid her on the 22nd, I didn't even know that she received my money because she wouldn't even answer, talking about she was with another client. I'm like, did you receive my money? It takes her hours and hours just to look to see if you received somebody's money. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
well,
paying
yeah,
you.
but if everybody wants her to take time out of what she's doing, then she can't get that dress
Well,
done.
she didn't take time out for me because I never even been to her house to be fitted. So I was
Okay.
excluded from all her time.
Okay, so here's what's going on. You want her to find out if she got your money. She tells you, I told you I checked it last week on Friday. I haven't checked it yet. I'm in a fitting. I cannot check or discuss it now. When I'm finished with the client, I will confirm with you. That conversation takes place on December 27th at 12:28. At 8 p.m., she says, hi, did you check and see? And you send her proof that you got it. She says, okay, everything's great. This is what? December 28th? Everything's fine? Saturday, December 29th. She texts you and says, I'd like to set up your fitting and pick up. Okay, when? Can I come with my friend? No, because your dress won't be ready today. So tomorrow, I can't come Monday. And she doesn't hear back from you. And then on December 29th, at 10 o'clock at night, because she hasn't heard back from you, she says, hey, please cancel the dress because this is really last minute and the communication's been really bad and I would like a refund. And you still don't answer her on the Saturday night and you don't answer her on Sunday. And it isn't until 9:37 on the Monday that you say, you were scheduled to pick up today on my calendar. I couldn't have you pick up any sooner as I have to schedule orders based on deposit payments and ordering time. I can process a partial refund or a garment credit as the fabric's already been purchased and cut, as stated on the invoice. Your refund will be $90. It'll be processed the same way it was sent via PayPal in 3 business days. So, how much had she paid to you by the time things broke
She
down?
paid me $225. It says $228 because PayPal charged her a $3 fee.
Okay, so is that accurate? It was $225 had been paid total by the time things broke down. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. And then the rest would have been paid if things hadn't...
When she picked up.
Right,
yes.
got it. So on January 5th, well after New Year's, I would like the material that I purchased. You say, my PayPal is having issues, so I'll need another way to process the refund, and the dress is complete, so you'd have to buy the dress. So she says, what am I paying you for? You bought the material. You told me my dress wasn't ready. If it was complete, you didn't respond to tell me it was ready for Sunday because I told you I can't pick it up on New Year's Day. You don't answer at 8:11. This was a disaster. You gave me a schedule to come in for a fitting. I did everything on my end. I paid the deposit, kept in communication. You took on more than you can handle. I need my refund back. You barely texted back, taking hours to do so. You canceled your order. I think you were probably grateful that she canceled her order. I think you were in the weeds. Why don't you answer somebody who asks at 12:30, well, when's my fitting? Why did you ignore her all that time?
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So does the dressmaker have a right to say, look, you didn't come in until 9 days before New Year's Eve. I will give it to you the day of New Year's Eve?
I think she has every right to say that. I think if she said it wasn't going to be ready until the day of the party, it won't be ready until the day of the party.
What do you say?
I think it depends on how long the dress is going to take to make. If they determine that it's going to take too long when she purchases it, then
But it's too. That's the question. Is too long the day of the party? She said, "Look, I worked hard. I'll get it for you on New Year's Eve."
No, it should. If it's ready on the day, it should be ready on the day.
Well, it was ready on the day, or would have been. The question is that day good enough going inside the courtroom?
I was looking to find her a slot. I didn't want to give her.
Why did you just say that? I'm looking to switch you with someone.
Because at that point, I was not only creating garments for her, but for her and people that
and thus we get to the part where you don't have 4 seconds, which means that maybe you bit off more than you can chew and you were delighted to have her cancel.
No.
Well, that's kind of how it sounds. If you can't take 4 seconds to give her the date to be fitted and, for all that, that's a problem. And that's a you problem. That's not a her problem. She was fine with everything on the Saturday, the 29th. She was actually fine with it still then. The only thing she didn't want was pick up on Monday. So just answer her and say, okay, I'm going to try to switch you with somebody. Stand by. I'll let you know. Why is there no communication until 10 o'clock on the Saturday before?
Because at that point in time,
you didn't have 4 seconds and all that time?
Her and her friends were texting me in a certain manner, and they all were communicating with each other. So it seemed like
We all wanted our dresses.
they all were communicating with each other. So it seemed like, okay, now I need to process this response before. Because once I answer one person, the next person comes in. So I was waiting until I had a strategic schedule to set everybody in a slot.
Okay, but that's fine. But see, when a question for a judge is who breached on the timeliness issue, that was a strategic call you made. But here's what I've got on that end, radio silence. So you can call it a strategic call, and I understand that. But let me just suggest to you that as a businesswoman, you should at least answer the text. If somebody's being antsy and somebody like, I walked in here thinking she's antsy, blah, 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 but when she reaches out to you and says, well, I can't pick up on the day of the party. It's a Monday and it's New Year's Eve and I can't pick up that day. So tomorrow? And there isn't a, no, you can't pick up tomorrow. Your dress won't be ready. There's nothing all day. And then there's nothing even when I tell you at 10 o'clock at night, look, we're going to need to cancel because I'm getting no communication from you. You don't even say then, look, we don't need to cancel. Hold on. I can have it ready for you by 10 o'clock tomorrow. Nothing. There's nothing until 10 o'clock in the morning on the day of the party. Did you end up going to the party?
No.
Well, there's shame on you, okay? Shame on you that you didn't end up going to the party, okay? Because this dress isn't the party. The party's the party, okay? So either I don't believe you that you didn't go, or you didn't go and shame on you. Which is it?
I did not go. I didn't have a dress. This event is for custom dresses. This is why I spoke to her in advance. If I would have known that she wasn't able to.
You think I'm going to make her pay your party ticket? I'm not going to make her pay your party ticket. If you didn't go, then shame on you. If you didn't have a backup dress, or if you didn't just go with something you already had, it's a New Year's Eve party. It's a celebration.
Not fair to me.
You're not a model. You're not selling a dress. You didn't have to have a new dress. You wanted a new dress. But choosing not to go when you paid your deposit and we're doing all this on December 22nd, I could predict this stuff's going to happen. You think about, if this is such a big deal that you have to walk in wearing couture, worry about it in October, No, I'm not going to make her pay you, but I can't believe you didn't go. Do you know if she went?
No, I wouldn't know.
Now, you're suing for $200 for 5 dress consultations. Can you explain your counterclaim?
Today I have consultations for prom and other garments. Being that I have to come here today, I have to miss those appointments and refund the customers.
You told me to take you to court.
Don't
So
talk to
we're
her
here.
directly, ma'am. I understand that sometimes people are unreasonable in their demands. You saw that I was first telling her, well, she can't drop it and she's in the middle of a fitting. I get that. I think that you mishandled it, though, because she deserved some answer on the Saturday before the party. She deserved an answer on Saturday night when she texted you at 10 o'clock because you'd ignored her all day. And she certainly deserved an answer on Sunday. So when you say, well, she canceled her order and the breach is on her, I'm not sure that I buy that. So I am going to order you to return the $228, including the $3 PayPal thing, as well as her court costs. That's my verdict. On your counterclaim against her, the premise of that would be that she's wasting your time taking you to court. She just won, so she's not wasting your time. So 0 on your counterclaim. $228 verdict for the plaintiff.
So the plaintiff gets her money back, and Sarah, the defendant's come in. Would you agree that you let the ball down by not responding to her?
Yes, I did not respond to her. However, I offered her a garment credit as well as a partial refund back, and she accepted and then reneged.
Well, I mean, she doesn't want it. She wants her money back.
Right. So she got her
she's
money
gonna
back
get it.
today.
You got to get it
Okay.
back. Okay. You probably should have responded. Okay. Maybe you've learned from this.
No problem. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Denise is on her way out of the courtroom. Just wonder why everybody texts so much. Why not just call? Did it occur to you to pick up the phone and dial her number?
Well, this is the age of texting. We
Yeah.
did talk, but we did more texting than talking
Yeah.
over the phone.
I mean, maybe you could have pushed her to get it ready.
Right, in hindsight, yes,
Yeah.
I definitely would do things differently
Yeah.
and
okay.
would have pushed her and pushed her.
Did you miss a good party? Do you
Yes, I did miss a good party. I didn't go.
think? I'm sorry. Okay.
No
Thank you.
dress, no party.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Harvey?
Okay, Doug, magic words. Time is of the essence. Write those words when it really matters to get something on time. It will mean something in court.